Alright guys, welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Last time we met in Sonic 06. We finished up Sonic's story. Actually it was all in one session, so we started and finished Sonic's story. So now we're actually going to be moving on to the second major Hedgehog's story, Shadow the Hedgehog's story, which I do believe actually has the most important story in the entire game. Him and Silver both have the most important story, so let's just get started. I will say though, I really love Shadow's opening cutscene. Like, really does a good job showing off how badass Shadow is. So, remember how back in Shadow the Hedgehog, the Gun Commander, and basically everyone from Gun was just trying to kill him? He works for them now.
Understood. Initiating the mission now.
Yeah, for some reason, Shadow has decided to start working for Gun. And, okay, let's get into this, because Sonic 06 is more than just a celebration of Sonic's 15th anniversary. It was also meant to be a continuity reboot, essentially, where we would have every single character from Sonic's past, from the past 15 years, but, you know, they wouldn't have their backstory and stuff like that. And unfortunately, that did not work out well because that concept was completely thrown out with the help of Sonic Generations, which treats this game's canon as, well, it happened. So, let's get into Shadow's gameplay. Shadow plays is around the same as Sonic, with a bit of a difference. Shadow is more combat oriented. So just like Sonic, he does have the homing attack, but as you may have noticed, I was doing something a little different. Well, Shadow has an interesting thing where if you mash the X button while in the air, Shadow will do melee attacks as a follow-up to his homing attack. That's why he does that little weird thing, like that little pose at the end of a homing attack. That's because he wants to, because you're gonna keep doing it. So, yeah, that is Shadow's gameplay in a nutshell. He is just a Sonic, but he's just more combat oriented. Which, yeah, this is actually the reason the enemies have health bars in this game, because of Shadow alone. But we'll be getting more of into Shadow's abilities as the game progresses. We'll be learning about, you know, some abilities that he will earn through upgrades and stuff like that. What the fuck? But since Shadow is more combat oriented, that means that in a lot of instances there will be times where that means that a lot of his levels you can get S ranks by just defeating a bunch of enemies.
It looks like the door went into place.
One thing I'm not a huge fan about with Shadow, though, is, you know, the delay for the homing attack. It is pretty annoying. You know, you do have to wait a second. You do have to wait for Shadow to do the follow-up jump in order to actually reap the benefits of the homing attack.
There should be a switch somewhere. Just as I thought. Press the
There we go. Alright, so yeah, Shadows' levels. So, I mean, Shadow, it's pretty easy to get into, so... Um... I mean, the one that we're going to be having a lot of fun with in terms of explaining is going to be Silver. Mainly because of just the simple fact that Silver fucking sucks in the base 06. In P06, Silver is probably one of the best things to ever happen. Like, Silver got a glow up in P06, which, you know, a lot of things did, I guess. But now, Rouge plays as a bit of a mixture of Knuckles and Tails. The reason I say a mixture is because Rouge can glide just like just like Knuckles can, but she also throws bombs instead of her kicking and stuff. So she has 3 types of bombs. The first one is by just standing and throwing like this. And the other one I did earlier when I destroyed that searchlight is if you press and hold the X button, or square button, while in the air, she'll release like 5 bombs at once. And then one is when you're stuck on a wall, you can attach a bomb and it'll explode. It'll explode eventually. Good for breaking stuff that are on walls. The problem is that just like Knuckles, Rouge can and will stick on walls a lot, and it's infuriating. Oh shit. But also the other problem is, the other thing I have against Rouge in this game is the fact that, again, why is a character who is known for, using, physical attacks, especially kicking back in Sonic Adventure 2, why is she using bombs?
Dr. Eggman is no match for me. Shadow, why you?
Wait, so hold up. Soliana has a president and a princess? Wait, so who has more power? I'm so confused. Alright, so for this section, it's actually a little bit different. Shadow does gain access to vehicles just like Shadow the Hedgehog, his game, just like his game. Most of them control like ass. So he has access to 3 vehicles. The first one we have here is the buggy, which can fire missiles with the R1 button. It's all right. And there's actually 4 vehicles. Sorry, I misspoke. There's 4 vehicles. There we go. There's 4 vehicles. The buggy is the first one we run into. The next one we're going to have is the... Yeah, I know. That's what I'm working on. Shut up. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, shit. I need to break the searchlights. I need to actually destroy them, not just break the actual light. So I need another buggy. Yes. Unfortunately, they do have health bar. The vehicles do have health. And if it's depleted, it's destroyed, and you gotta get another one. Luckily, surprisingly, this game was programmed right here. It's like, luckily, I guess there was competent programming in this game, because they gave us a second. They give the buggy respawns if it's destroyed. So, nice job, guys. This is really the only time, though, that I think, besides, you know, for, like, death reasons, the buggy, like, the vehicles are no, actually, yeah. Because the only way to beat this level is you have to destroy the 5 searchlights. Because Shadow's the only one that has to do that. Sonic doesn't. I wonder if I can get it from here. Got it. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I had to touch a goal ring or not. But, yep, that is Shadows' first level, White Acropolis. And that's an A.
Guess
Or
that
B,
was all
sorry.
right.
Yeah, I was close to an A. But I will accept that. Honestly, the ranking for A and S is such a small jump. But, like, fucking B to A and C to B is such a leap. And I'm not a huge fan of that, but whatever. I still think it's better, it's more balanced than Sonic Generations' ranking system. Because in Sonic Generations, it's almost, you get an S rank if you get through a level without dying. And you also got an A rank to begin with. Because you get a ranking bonus if you didn't die. So if you didn't die, you jump up to your next rank. So if I finish the level with a B, and I managed
Don't you
to
want to know what this
do it
is?
without dying, I would get an
My
A rank
assignment
instead.
was to rescue you, nothing more.
If that makes sense.
Fine.
Actually, it
With
does.
you, it's always business. It seems they don't want us to leave.
Let's get this over with.
Alright. So, with our first level comes our first boss fight, which is Sonic's first boss fight, the Egg Cerberus, which is a different variation, and there are some differences between this fight and Sonic's fight. The main thing is that, unlike Sonic's fight, there is no way to speed this boss battle up. You do have to make it hit 4 walls, which is... I don't know why. I think Shadow has, like, the harder version of a lot of boss fights. Because his Silver boss fight, yes, because he does fight Silver.
Still, I need to get through here.
So the strategy for the Egg Cerberus is exactly the same as it was for Sonic's. Wait for him to tire himself out like that. What?
Shadow, make him crash into something.
How did I get hurt? Alright, well, now I need to scramble for rings. How did I get hit? I jumped on his tail and I got hurt. I really hope that doesn't happen every time, otherwise I'm calling serious bullshit. Okay, that time that was clearly I was about to say, grab the fucking horn.
Looks like that owner's gone. Now it's my turn.
Now, okay, this dialogue really pisses me off because, you know, Shadow and Sonic both say that, hey, I could finally see your face, or something along those lines. But it doesn't mean anything. You can't attack the face. The other difference between Shadow and Sonic's fight is that for some reason there are enemies. There are small fry here. Why? I don't know. Search me. Right. Okay, good. I didn't get... Or... Fuck you. Nice try. Oh, the other thing. Shadow... God damn it. I forgot about that. For some reason, when the Egg Cerberus does the whole I'm not gonna listen to you thing, Shadow jumps off, and you have to find a way to... You have to land back on it. Which is easier said than done, mind you. Okay. Oh, well, damn it. I'm getting a D. See, what the fuck? Sonic 06, what the fuck is a hitbox? Oh, now he doesn't do it. There we go. Alright, one more hit. Yeah, that's the other reason I'm not a huge fan of this boss fight. This version, anyway, because... And again, I'm not a huge fan of this game, so... But Shadow's boss fights, a lot of them suck. I think Shadow has the worst time when it comes to boss fights. Like, I think the only one that's actually decent is his silver fight. And his fights with Mephiles, because they have an interesting gimmick. But his fight with the Egg Cerberus, and I think you fight Iblis Phase 2 again. Not fun. Not fun at all. But that's for a later time. Oh, thank God. The game froze. I was scared. Actually, that might be... That's an S, yeah. I barely made it.
Perfect.
If I didn't defeat all the enemies like I did, I probably wouldn't have gotten it, but I'll take that, yeah. I wasn't sure I was going to do a good job. I wasn't sure if that was S-rank material. But that was an S-rank material. But in all honesty, I do think that Shadow, you know, is fun to play as in PO6. I hate how he plays in this game because of just, you know, with how this game is, having Shadow just isn't as fun to play as. But, you know, in PO6, he's fun. I love playing as him. But here, no.
Ah, Soliana, the city of water. It has a constitutional monarchy, you know. The primary industries are tourism and crafting precision machinery. The current sovereign is Princess Elise III.
Why does Eggman's base lead to an odd place like this?
How should I know? I just followed my orders and retrieved the item. Anyway, I have a little favor to ask of you. Could you escort me to the G.U.N. rendezvous point?
Where's the rendezvous point?
It's the ancient castle of Soliana in Kingdom Valley.
I honestly forgot about my rule of not talking during the cutscenes during the first few cutscenes, so oops. I just realized that. But that's why I shut up during that cutscene, but I honestly forgot about that. That is my fault. It's fine. Either I can mute myself when I get to those cutscenes in editing, or I can just let it happen. I didn't realize I did that until just now. That is my fault. I am so fucking stupid.
Rune, respond. I've prepared the means to go to Kingdom Valley. Go to the Forest King immediately.
And that's the other thing about Shadows' story, is I think it's considered the harder story out of all three stories in terms of what was supposed to be. Because we got Shadow going to Sonic's second to last stage. As a second stage. And that's a little crazy. Well, I mean, honestly, Shadows' story is not that hard. But like, it's not as like Team Dark, like it's not like Sonic Heroes Team Dark hard, but it certainly does feel that way, especially with how this game performs.